Welcome back, everybody. It was a grind in the Penn State-Ohio State game. What a game! It ended up being a one-possession game that came down to an onside kick in the end, but it never felt that close to me. Um, Penn State was 1 of 16 on third down, and Aller was 18 of 43 passing. Plus, Penn State was held to 64 yards rushing. Ohio State's defense is for real. Okay. Their defense is vastly improved from last season. I am ready to take Ohio State to the next level. I had them ranked number 7 last week, I believe, in the power ranking. Be rest assured that they're moving way up in that. They are one of the top 4 teams in college football right now after that performance versus Penn State. Harrison Jr. was the difference maker for them. 11 catches for 162 yards and a tutty. Ohio State ran the ball just enough to maintain possession and remain balanced and keep the defense guessing. It was a great game plan by them. They executed it very well. There were a few crazy drive series in this game. The first quarter was basically a few couple three and outs by both teams, and a couple of field goals, one for each team. In the second quarter, Penn State had a 3rd and 6 and it was incomplete, and another 3 and out. Then Ohio State had a drive where Xavier Johnson had 7 yards on a reverse, Williams had the 13-yard run, Stover had a 9-yard catch, and on 3rd and 11, McCord fumbled the ball. And Penn State picked it up and returned it 59 yards for a touchdown. But Penn State defensive holding negated that play. It was a first down, Ohio State. And later on in the drive on 3rd and 10, Harrison Jr. had a 10-yard catch. An unnecessary roughness was called on Penn State, and Mayan Williams had a 2-yard touchdown run. It was 10-3 Ohio State. Penn State then got the ball. Tyler Warren had an 11-yard catch, and Theo Johnson had a 34-yard catch and run, and their field goal was good. They had to settle for a field goal, so it's 10-6 now. With 4:16 left in the first half, Harrison Jr. had a 35-yard catch, and on 3rd and 8 was incomplete. They punted to Penn State's 6-yard line, so playing the battle of field position there. And with 2:43 left, Penn State's Allen had an 8-yard run. Lambert Smith had a 14-yard catch, and he was hurt. Also, Chop Robinson went down for Penn State earlier in the game and did not return. And Emeka Egbuka did not play in this game for Ohio State. On 3rd and 10, it was incomplete for Penn State, and they had to punt. And then, with 42 seconds left in the first half, Ohio State took knees? What? They had 3 timeouts. I don't understand that decision, but it paid off. I guess they didn't want to take any chances. They knew they had the ball coming out of the halftime. Speaking of that, they went 3 and out coming right out of the halftime. Penn State's Lambert Smith had a 12-yard catch on their first drive in the second half, and a 3rd and 2 was stuffed. They just could not buy a 3rd down, especially 3rd and 1 and 3rd and 2. They passed it a couple times, incomplete. They couldn't run for it. It was a great day for Ohio State's defense. So they punted, and the punt was all the way down at Ohio State's 7-yard line. And then Ohio State had a 3rd and 4. Harrison Jr. caught the ball for 8 yards, so a first down, and then a false start on them, and then a hold on them. And then McCord was sacked by Isaac and King of Penn State. A 3rd and 27 was stuffed at the Ohio State 4-yard line. They punted the ball, and a huge mistake by the punt returner. He lets it go over his head. Ends up being a 72-yard punt down to Penn State's 25-yard line. They could have had it at midfield at least, and that guy just let it go. Big mistake. And they went on 3rd and 8, it was incomplete, 3 and out. Harrison Jr. then had a 16-yard catch, Fleming a 10-yard catch, Stover a 29-yard catch, so they're going fast here now. Devin Brown came in, a 5-yard run, and he was hurt. I think it was an ankle sprain for him. And on 3rd and goal, a tackle for loss by Penn State. 4th and goal, it was stuffed at Penn State's 2-yard line. They were trying to go up 2 scores instead of go up a touchdown, and it didn't work that time. Penn State got the ball, and on 3rd and 1, incomplete. They punted the ball, and it touched an Ohio State player first, and then Penn State recovered it, so it was their ball at their 48-yard line. Another chance here for Penn State. But then an offsides call on Ohio State. So let's move the ball even forward even more. Aller, though, was sacked by JTT, and on 3rd and 15, they only got 5 yards, and they punted to Ohio State's 10-yard line. Now we're into the 4th quarter here. Harrison Jr. had a 27-yard catch, and then Stover with a 29-yard catch. Trey Annam had 2 5-yard runs, and Harrison Jr. had 7 yards. And then on 3rd and 3, it was incomplete. They had to settle for a field goal, which made it a touchdown game, 13-6. Penn State had a 3rd and 3. It was incomplete. 0 for 12 at this point on 3rd down. And on 4th and 3, it was tipped and incomplete at Penn State's 43-yard line. That's where they went for it. Turnover on downs. A face mask on Penn State. Harrison Jr. had an 11-yard catch, and 3rd and 11, Harrison Jr. had a touchdown catch. Now it is 20-6, Ohio State, and an insurmountable comeback for Penn State. They went on 3rd and 10. They got a present from Ohio State. A face mask was called, and then a roughing the passer was called. But right after that, Aller had an intentional grounding, and then they had a false start. It was 3rd and 30, and it was incomplete. And then on 4th and 30, Aller was sacked. So Ohio State 3 runs, and then they missed a field goal. Penn State, with 2:41 left, completed a 3rd down, their first one in 16 drives. And Caden Saunders had a touchdown catch in the back of the end zone. They went for 2 points there, and it was 20-12. They did not get the 2 points. And then they did not get the onside kick recovery at the end. So another game where Ohio State showed their toughness. Can they keep it rolling? Can Penn State bounce back? They will have Michigan at home coming up on November 11th. And now for today, Oklahoma survives UCF by a 2-point conversion failure. Let's see if we have some more exciting games here in this 3:30 window. And then tonight, it is Michigan at Michigan State. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Good win, Buckeyes. And have a great day, everybody.